Okay. This is my second video in this morning. As you can see, my first video is really early in the morning. Is usually because sleeping is not that easy. But um, I understand that day will come when I will not be able to speak, so I'm speaking as much as I can today. To just make sure that everything needs to be said is said multiple times. And there's nothing they can do to change reality. Now, there's nothing I can do in regard of what these governmental entities are going to do to me. But reality is not something they're going to escape. They love to say their reality is just a way to kind of counter reality because what they do is foul, but they want to enjoy what they do. But for me, I'm not going to let that happen. It's going to be humiliating. There's a price for what they do, and the price is to accept the reality of what they are, what they're part of, and what they do. It's not going to be escaped. I was listening to an old video of mine, and sometimes I'm like, wow. Because there's information that I find later on. And I remember when I was listening to this person talking about how there's so much issues with these like intelligence agencies in the United States. And that's because of this BuzzFeed article. And in this BuzzFeed article, there was this CIA agent that was apparently downloading so much child porn on his computer, on his work computer. And these people were commenting, saying, "Can you imagine downloading so much child porn? That means that there's no they don't even have fear of anything happening to them. To be this comfortable with that much child porn on the top of that, on the computer given to you by your employer. The comfort you must have." And that was before I knew that it was such an issue, but not only to the U.S. intelligence, but also the Department of Defense, where it was so much of child porn being trafficked using the DoD computers and the DoD network, that a bill called the End National Defense Network Abuse Act was created because there was so much child porn being shared and trafficked using the computers given to them by their employer. So much so that there was a whole ranking about how much child porn was being trafficked. Now, this is crazy. It's so much child porn that Child Protective Services ranked the network of the DoD for having some of the most child porn trafficked within a network in the United States, 19th out of 3,000. And I'm hearing these people talking about it, not even knowing about the fact that in 2019, there was a bill created to try to limit the amount of child porn downloading by DoD employees using the DoD computers. And they're here saying this is crazy. That means they're so careless, and so they feel so untouchable that they can do that. If they only knew that it's because there's so much child porn in that environment, from the DoD to the U.S. intelligence, and matter of fact, it seems like they prefer using the computers given to them by their employer, because probably they feel safer doing that there, in the computer where it's going to be the most surveilled, because there's so much of it going on that it's normalized. So today, I have these perps hating this reality, right? This is a reality they don't want to have. They don't want to have this knowledge of this reality. This is something they would rather not deal with. Because what it means is, this quote-unquote verifiers, these analysts, are being contracted by governmental entities that have so much issue with child porn that a whole bill was created specific to that. And they're using these very special people to do the analyzing. Obviously, I know what they're doing. They're supposed to make me accept these things, because my brain is being manipulated. I'm a test subject. I know the reality of what this is about. But they still want to create that facade. It's just embarrassing. It seems embarrassing for them. And I love when they like to say, "Oh, it's not fair." It's like it's not fair for you because this facade that you're supposed to portray cannot work. On top of all of the testimonials of what you guys do, to find out these entities have this level of disgusting issues, that's beyond. It's not even a pattern. It's beyond that. I mean, there's literally laws, or not even law, a bill created to try to limit. There's a whole ranking. On top of all the obvious indicator that's obviously so you guys are doing things of that nature. On top of that, these are those entities running this program with these issues. Now they have to stick with the plan. They have to be persistent till the end. It's not going to change anything. But it's kind of humiliating because these people want to still maintain this level of respectability. They want me to look at them and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you're verifying. Oh. Wow. After all of that, you okay. So obviously at this point it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I bring that all the time. That mirror is there. And they're like, oh, who. Not our reality. And they send the childlike people who are very... earlier I heard like this cop speaking via like, I think the speaker. And I'm like, oh gosh, officer, this is embarrassing. What an embarrassing life. I'm sorry, dignified life. On top of that, I know that law enforcement is involved. A woman with her mother were targeted. And she's like, law enforcement is involved, the ambulances are involved, the fire department is involved. Like, very vulnerable individual. It's like, yeah, it's fair for me. Because I get to see things for what they are. Because they're going to try to do this thing where they're going to come with their reality, which is this distorted reality, and it's going to be bad. Because I'm not going to let them escape to that reality because it's a falsified reality. That's not how it works. Maybe it works like that remotely, but it doesn't work in proximity, like close to me. It's not going to be good. Especially when I listen to it, so much of it. It's going to be humiliating. It's going to be bad. And it's just nasty. Now, as I'm saying that, as I've always been saying, they tell me how they're going to arrest me because they're going to frame me. They're going to have a child say that I raped her or did something to her or some kind of disgusting thing with a child. Yes, they're going to use their children here to say me, I did something to this child. This child's going to say I raped her, I did this, something to, whatever. I've been talking to her. And I'm going to be arrested for whatever they've been framing. I'd rather die in hell, I'd rather be framed than be forcing, not even forcing, let me just say this thing, coaching my child to do these things. Now they know that I have these prophet-like powers, which I don't. I'm being sarcastic. I don't have any prophet powers. I have reality. I have logic, as they try to counter that. And that's so nasty. As I say, logic is always rewired somewhere else to what they've done to me or made me experience. But I have just common sense. I have just rationality. And my prophet's magical being powers that I have, which is called rationality, is give me this powerful feeling that a child that's coached to do this thing, that go through these things, perhaps will not grow up to be a normal person. Meaning that issues will come and she will not be a happy person. And I have no sympathy for that child. Unfortunately, I wish I was a better person in that regard, but I don't. She, her parents should be the reason, she should get mad at her parents. or anybody responsible for her. But opportunities came and chose the opportunity that will mess her life. But in the meantime, oh my gosh, oh, they love it. These kids, they need something to hold on to feel special. And everybody else is making them feel special. So, oh, thank you, so admirable. Everybody just, oh, thank you so much. Oh, make him pay. They will not have their kids do that, but oh, it's so honorable. These retards, the kids, they don't. And they don't know any better. They'll be like, it's we win. We are worth our. The brain of this. And by the way, when it comes to trying to feel honorable, I don't even let them do that. Why? Because I know what they do to children. And what I do, we're going to listen to those testimonies of how foul and harsh and mean they are to women and children. Every day. They're never going to escape that. Never. They involve in a program that does these very, very horrible things to babies. Atrocities. So for me, what they've been trying to do is like, no, you pay for what you did as a kid. And trash us. You know what you're part of? Oh, no. This is not your reality. It's reality. You are in part of a program that tortures children. You're involved in this. As a matter of fact, these children that are being groomed in this way will be groomed to be able to torture children. If not children, for sure women. So you're not going to escape in your reality because really, if you think about it, who needs to pay? It's the people involved in a program where they torture children. But I'm not Robert Clark. I'm not Aaron Young. I'm sorry, rest in peace, Aaron Young. I'm not Aaron Alexis, and I'm not Mary May. So you're going to get yours one way or another. Because you're involved in this, and your job right now is to counter the fact that this is happening, and you want to live in your reality, which, nope, not with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Your parents should be sorry. Oh, in the meantime, enjoy the show of my torture, my horror torture. It's not going to change anything. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, they should be aware of that. Because as we speak, some people are going through things while I'm being tortured. Is that changing what's happening to them? No. Nothing. Not a single thing has changed for them. Maybe, if anything, they should have lived a life where they didn't have to involve themselves in this kind of horrible things. Enjoy life as a healthy individual. Dedicate their time doing good things that are not this foul. But I guarantee you, the more I scream, it's not going to make that person feel better. You should process that and understand how it works for you. But it's okay, I've been saying, I'm a prophet. I'm a magical being. That people dedicating their time in doing these foul things, calling themselves gods, manipulating, rewiring people in these ways, living life, making people ill. Maybe one day, certain things are going to happen. I'm just saying, I'm the prophet I am. Talking about prophets, it's funny, I was listening to this comedian, and she said something about something in certain location in some states, and they try to change because the reality of what she said is similar to something I experienced. Not really the same, but there's been in my life moments and people who have really have impacted my life and stuck with me in my mind. But it's being changed today because of the reality of how it looks. They are trying to create me as a different person. It's this personality manipulation. And they try to make you accept this manipulation as if it's you. So they restructure memories and create false personality. Now, because this person that I'm thinking about is somebody who's older than me, I've been talking about her a lot. Just because I know in my late teen, young adulthood is somebody I've thought about a lot, right? But they try to reconstruct your reality. Reality is changed. They call it their reality. If you go into my videos, you see a lot of memory manipulations. Oh, they are restructuring memories. Instead of having this memory of me thinking about this person all the time in very sexual ways, they're trying to change in something else. And this purpose have no shame. I was like, no, we mapped it. And they really want you to accept. They have to dumb themselves down. They cannot have shame. Try to gaslight. When you're a gaslighter, you cannot have shame, because you're going to say some damn net. You're going to be, especially with somebody who knows himself so well, in regard of, like, he's not identifying. Oh, they're gonna. You have to be accepting that you're going to sound like a retard, because you are supposed to sell this falsified reality. You're going to have to sell this fictional reality. With me, I'm like, you can't try that. When they do that in person, oh my gosh, oh no, I'm the wrong person to gaslight. I'm not that kind of person. Do I look like you can gaslight me and I'll be like subscriptive to you? You see how I'm perceiving you? I'll make you a clown. I'll do things to embarrass you in front of you. I'll send a message in front of you. As they try to make me accept the way they manipulate me. Never. In every way I embarrass them. And then they try to change. Oh yeah, like 4-year-old autistic child. Oh, sorry, Down syndrome. The autistic is the 7-year-old. Ah, never mind. Sorry. What do I think about that? Oh. And the reason why they say that, the reason why they want to change reality is what I think of when this woman, this comedian is talking about, is probably, it will be the person who's much older than me, who I thought of, and when I mean much, it's not that much, 10 years. And so, wow. And so what I would think of is me when I was not an adult, thinking about this person 10 years older than me, which I thought about many times. A lot of times. Almost all the time. Till my young adult years. Now what they're going to change to is when your brain is just being reconstructed, changed. They are trying to make me think of how they've made me perceive my memories of this kid's eyes. If you go see my videos, I have a video called Her Eyes. They make me think of me when I'm 12-ish, and say that when you saw this kid's eyes, how you felt the stimulation. And they give me the stimulation today. Today, they give me the sensations. Like, no, you felt that sensation. You know how they've been manipulating my memories like that. And by the way, some of the mind games they do, they bring a real memory, for example, with this person who's 10 years older than me, give me a sensation that, I will have because I was really thinking about her a lot. And we see, this is real, so this is real. No trash. As they've been doing this thing where they try to make you acceptive of false memory by trying to get you to by bringing up real memories so they can make you believe that they're credible. No. This is a trick ways of mind games to try to make me accept these false memories. To be able to manipulate your memories, they have to be able to access your memories. And so, to try to make you be acceptive of false memory, they bring some actual memories or something similar to your actual memory. To make you accept this false memory. It's this mind games they've been doing. I said, no, but if this memory about this woman who's older than you, 10 years older than you, then this is real. That when you saw her eyes, you felt like, no, I know what you're trying to do. Mind games. To try to make me acceptive of false memories. That's what they do. And they do the same thing over and over. and try to change what this woman said, because what was impactful in my life, who I was thinking about a lot, was this person 10 years older. But they're like, no, you thought, remember the ice you felt. It was what? First of all, this memory is falsified. Then never completely. But the name I'm gonna say, that all the time. But the reconstruction of reality, and to try to make me acceptive of this, like, oh, this person who's gonna do this thing to you, once we frame you, oh, he's watching, they're all watching. To try to make me feel, I was like, oh, okay, just like you're watching. Listen, if you can do this foulness, anybody else can do it. So there's no need to try to. I know I will never identify with this manipulation. And whatever torture I'm going to go through, I'm going to ask God, give me strength for the horrible things I'm going to deal with, whatever I'm going to take. But one thing is for sure, I'm so thankful to God I didn't live your life. Because you are working for governmental entities that does this nastiness to even babies. You are here rewiring reality. You have to embarrass yourself, and you don't even know it. You just try to normalize how shameful you have to be, how embarrassing you have to be. Because I'm going to make sure that you be humiliated. I know it's going to be provoking, but I'm going to humiliate you by obviously bringing the obvious things into your face. So the embarrassment will be too much. When I bring up this woman that's 10 years older than me, they get frustrated, because there are certain things that happen. Oh my gosh, they get mad. Oh, no, die. Nope. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. You thought I was going to let you escape into your reality? Never. Never. Yeah, when I was on the couch and yeah, the scarf here. Nope. Yep. Never. Yeah, when I was peeing. Yep. Nope. You will not escape. You investigators. And that's why I call them, because they're supposed to be investigating. I said that, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude to people with a problem like that. But they truly have to get to that level. The humiliation of reality, finding out they're working for pedophiles, to a level that's so unbelievable, incredible. And you see who's talking, some losers wearing their fucking pajama bottom. So my target individuals, stay strong. But be thankful, because you can live like this little life, this pathetic little life. They're going to watch me in all kinds of sufferings, but I'm telling you, it's not going to change whatever's going to happen to them. It's funny, some of them are saying, we're going to die after you die. I'm like, I don't care. Well, that was not going to happen regardless. I don't even want to see them die. I don't want to see them suffer. I don't care about them at all. Matter of fact, there's somebody who's going through some things. I feel bad for her. Why would I feel bad? Me, she said some things to make it clear. So she's watching me die. She's going to watch me suffer in ways that's incredible. All these horrible things. I got really angry when she was saying these things. I have no interest to see her suffer at all. Matter of fact, I kind of feel sad. And it's weird because this person is involved in things that do that's going to destroy my life. Matter of fact, this person is partake a lot of this destruction I'm dealing with in regard to my career. But it's funny, they tell me how I'm going to be fired. I'm like, if this is how I'm going to be fired, oh God, this is a magical thing. This is magical because these people hire me to destroy my life. And if I'm leaving today, if I'm fired today, and you look at 3 years ago and today, it's magical. It's beyond magical. The second they say I'm fired, I will be like, really? You see? Remember how you started? Look how we are now. Nothing. And truthfully, I do not wish that to happen to this person. It doesn't make me feel good. It just makes me think, okay, it makes sense that somebody who's been involved in these things, this happened to me that often. She was saying all this. She telling me how I was being depreciated, and saying in this mean voice. And I was like, sometimes I get angry. And to find out today, life is not easy. Because life is life. People get sick. As they making me sick, slowly killing me. And honestly, and I'm saying that with, I'd rather, you know what, I would prefer this thing happen to her after I'm gone. I don't want to witness these things. But everything has its time. And these bottom feeders, oh gosh, I'm such a prophet. Let me tell you, I know why they enjoy this thing. How much control do they have in their own life? Some of these people are on antidepressants. Some of them are suicidal, or could be suicidal like this. Fragile as it gets. They are living off these horrible things that I'm dealing with to make themselves believe they're some strong human, feel empowered. They are low-life cowards. Anybody who finds strength in doing this, they're weak in the first place. The way they make themselves talk, you're gonna struggle. It's like, okay, I'd rather struggle than flourish doing what you do, you piece of shit. Target individuals stay strong. Sufferance in this condition is okay because there's dignity. I'm saying that I don't want to suffer. I'm not this brave human being. I don't want to have pain, but I know I'm going to have some of the worst pain. God give me strength for that. And matter of fact, not only that, I have to run toward it because these losers, they can tell me how I'm going to suffer. But I can't even say Roy Moore. I hear mapping and try to restructure reality in their ways. Try to make me accept this false memory by trying to play these mind games. I will humiliate them, not by torturing them like what they're going to try to do or what they're going to do to me. I'm going to humiliate them because I'm going to make sure that they see how dumbed down they have to make themselves be. Making sure their self-esteem is so my target individual, stay strong.